just going to try to stay there. I just want to try to help.
Can you go on?
I emailed you. You all taking notes? I mean, she's all taking notes?
I don't make that. Supervisor.
You gotta have supervision. That's another thing. All right. Hey, Joe, what's up? Yeah. Angela, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Fine.
How are you doing, Miss Jordan?
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
If you subtract the
Don't talk about that. Crazy. That sounded terrible.
only the second. She said,
Mrs. Rose, how are you doing? Oh, my goodness. It feels warm in here. We have had this air, and we've had this on all day, trying to get it cooled down. It's warm though. That's true.
Because just a familiar face makes you feel better. So tomorrow, we're going to do an evaluation, but we're taking it to her office. After that,
I'm gonna go speak to Al for just a
what we
minute.
want to do is get
I haven't seen her in a long time.
at Atrium.
I said I'm gonna come say hello. I never get to say hello to you. I saw you the other day in the truck. We're going down 4217. Yes. How's your mom doing?
Is that right?
Nice place.
It really is. It's super, super. But we get all American Home Health coming in.
Did y'all have a big birthday party?
Probably 4, maybe 5 days for a couple of weeks.
Not this much.
We think she'll be a lot better there.
Oh, good. Well, you know, he says, he's doing pretty good.
And she got a real nice place.
You know, he had one of those little things
Just right up the street. So
because he's in so much pain in his back there.
I can't remember.
So that's been kind of a big old deal, but he's been pretty good.
Very, very nice.
Not like he used to.
Those were the things called you.
I'm like, thank God.
Wednesday morning.
I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday. How's the weather?
You know, I don't know. I haven't seen her talk to me.
But I hit it
But,
earlier than what you've been
I
doing.
don't know.
Mentioned the call, and he said, yeah.
I wonder if she's been
She said, she got out fished.
you know, that Marjorie is trying to figure out her. I don't know if she's still
Just
doing
got
that.
tired of waiting.
So spend the weekend and I said I had some information about sending him to and he emailed me back. And
Yeah,
he said,
yeah.
So see, he didn't say no, there's no need. He said, yeah, I'll go ahead and. So I was like, oh,
This week.
yeah, really?
Yeah,
For your birthday?
I guess I better get back over here, but I just wanted to holler at you.
What's up?
What you gonna do for his birthday?
I'll talk to
I
you
don't know, you
later.
have to ask him. Something's up.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I had you on my calendar, yes.
Seismic events or what?
To my room. Going back towards my, no, here. Oh, here's my phone. Oh, no, but I got the paper. I know. Yeah, he said he didn't need the money. It's down. It's down. I know. It's down. It's just because we're so sorry. So, police station, we go, it's right here, go in the back. You can't. Literally, literally.
Goes up, and then last 2 or 3 weeks.
Did you read us the signs?
Yeah. Send them off with
Oh, No, that guy, that's exactly what he said. She said, why? Because I shut off the lights. Is it because his friends are not about this? Well, let's not go there. And I said, well, I will if I have to. I think because it's been so, I mean, it's not been very long. Still has. Because they used to own that big house in Tyler that has that huge place all around in that fence. He married Abigail. He married Abigail at Fence Inn.
Okay, well, you know when.
Yes. He went with him. No. I'll take it. But they told us that our work is ready to fix it. That's why we refused to fix the toilets. 6 o'clock. I lost the front end of my car. Even on time. Abigail Manziel. It is. But he married her. I'll be laying there about 9 o'clock tonight and I'll go, oh, don't call yet.
Oh, really?
No, don't do that. I'll call it the,
I'm usually up by 3.
I'm watching the
What's that
EBC
guy's name at the other end of the bridge? He used to be married to
Yeah.
Abigail Manziel.
I think I've got a little bit meeting.
I said be about 9 o'clock tonight. She said, don't call me.
What's on the radio studies? No? Is that me? Thank you.
Pyron, Billy Pyron. Billy Pyron.
There we go.
Hey, hey.
I'm not supposed to do this, but in front of these witnesses, I'm gonna give that to you.
Is it for me?
No.
Well.
Dadgum, that's the story of my life.
Angela, you saw me give it to Donna?
I didn't.
I'll take it.
You did? Give it to her.
I'll take it first.
That's 90% of what you
Contributions?
contributed to that, yeah.
Okay,
So,
good.
turn around this first way. Hey, Ron!
How are you, sir?
Friday party, Friday, small chance for rain. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Sorry to be late. Had some things going on. Let me set the stage. There'll be no grandstanding today. Let's have a regular meeting, John. I'm talking to you and Pam Draw. Let's have a regular meeting. And go ahead and take care of business and get it out the way. I don't feel good. Lee doesn't feel good. And if it wasn't for Abishon not being here, I wouldn't have made this meeting. I'd have canceled. I had you do it. But unfortunately, by Abishon not being here, it might be a short meeting. He likes to talk. So, anyway, call order at 6:13. Roll call, Angela.
Mayor Tony Moore,
Him be here.
Mayor Pro Tem John Graham,
Here.
Council members Lee Ferris,
Here.
Mike Abishad, Pam Drost,
He's excused absence.
and Darlene Jordan.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Consider and act upon minutes from the May 14th. Have y'all had a chance to look at those already? Let me know. Hey, Al, what's the name of that park y'all restored that day? That
Pine
Saturday?
Haven? Pine Haven?
Pine Haven. Looks real good. We just get that back there. So, really good out there.
Thanks, man.
I did a heck of a job. That's what I'm for. Working together works.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as they are.
Okay, motion been made that we accept the minutes the way they're there. Been seconded by Lee, who don't want to talk. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, are the same. Unanimous, and consider an act upon check reading register for the month of May.
That sure looks so confusing, costs us that much every month.
Huh?
Sure looks so confusing, costs that much every month.
Which one? The one you doing that maintenance on?
That PC warehouse, we always get popped for $2 or $3 a month on that.
Well, let me put it to you like this, I'm gonna make it real short. About 12 months ago, Angela's computer went out. I'm sorry, the judge's computer went out.
Right.
And that caused Angela's computer to go out because they were tied together, this, that. In other words, this operation was ineffective for 2 days. And I said that will never happen again. As far as I know, when we put them back together this time, they kind of self-correct.
Right.
And Angela's dad was bagged up into somewhere in California every night. So, you know, it's like one hand bites the other hand. When you can't use your municipal,
No, we can't.
and you can't use Angela.
In this day and age, you can't live without a computer, yes.
That's the bad thing about it. And Doug's a pretty fair guy. I holler at him, scream at him. He usually gives us a pretty good price. But which one are you talking about? Was it just regular maintenance?
I'm not sure, just says computer expense.
Number 22 probably is what we put in.
What was that one, Angela?
Yeah, that was for March and April for the judge, city, and police computers.
That was to put that new Norton. Is it Norton?
But yeah, it didn't say that on the invoice, but I'm feeling like that it was part of
That's
that,
what it
don't you
was.
think, Shalene? But it also said for March and April, so I'm thinking it was something more than just the Norton antivirus.
Well, I know he just put them back on.
Right,
Because remember mine was running out and I told him, hey,
Yes,
let me do something.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, that's for 2 months, I guess, so.
Yeah.
I have a question about number 24 and number 26, to Southside Bank. Is that just transferring money over to that account on the same day?
That $10,000 was transferred to the Southside Bank because I had taken $10,000 out of quote-unquote the building fund to make payroll the month prior. So I put that, we got that check, I put that $10,000 back. You owe me, Angela.
Yes.
And then number 28, court costs, invoice $678. Is that, what was that for? Why is that being paid out of the general fund instead of the court fund?
I don't know, ask the judge. Judge, you got it out of there?
That's when y'all did the yearly financial on the computer, and there wasn't enough in the technology fund, so we transferred it over.
Okay, you had a, let me make sure I remember right. You had a bill, and you
Yes.
didn't have enough to pay for it.
For our yearly,
Right. So we supplemented you.
yes.
Okay. Thank you. I slept since then.
That was because of the jury pool, whenever y'all did the jury pool.
Okay.
It depleted my technology fund.
Judge, you got broke.
for a little while.
Then number 27 to the IRS, how much more do we owe IRS?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
I just wanted to know how much.
I'm saying, do you want the long version or the short version?
I just wanted to know how much we owe.
Okay. It's two, it can go two different ways. Because I can't tell you one part, I tell you another part. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be facetious. We struck a bargain with them. Correct me when I get wrong, okay? Because you're the main one on this. They wanted to, we did what's called a collective agreement, what's it called?
We didn't offer.
Offer and compromise. We did offer and compromise. The offer and compromise they were going to adhere to, but then at the end they said that we had to fill out like 30 pages.
There was an incomplete amount of paper.
30, 40 pages worth of paperwork, so we said, let's just go and pay them off. So to answer your question, I think around 3.
About 36 after that payment right there.
That's been about 36. So,
600.
right.
And are we under some sort of plan with them then to pay that
Yeah.
$3,600 off in
No,
installments?
they didn't, these are the installments. Since they didn't agree to the offer, the compromise thing, it was more headache than what it was worth.
I think y'all said once this is done,
That's it.
we'll call it.
Yeah. Unless they find something else from the past, who knows? But there's still one other item that's lingering out there that I'm not going to say right now. I said about 6 months ago, and they said that it might be an issue, but right now that's it. And I'm not going to call attention to anything. I ain't forgot about you.
Okay.
You know what? Matter of fact, when we get that building up and running, you'll be the first one to rent it, and it'll be free.
So she's the one that's already, I've already collected some information on that, so hopefully when that building's finished, we'll have all the paperwork done and we'll be ready to go. That's my plans.
I ain't forgot.
But now I'm going to leave that for the first of September. That's what I want to do.
Well, I can't go into it right now because it's on here. When it comes up, I'll explain to you the timeline we're looking at. We had to rebid again because of the state, because some of our concerned citizens. So we had to rebid again. Well, I had to open it up for bids again.
I'll bring y'all some information for the next meeting.
What did they charge for that closet over there in Q? Uh-oh, maybe I
I
should
don't
say
know
that.
if I've got the information.
Tuesday meeting now?
I've got one on two of the different cities that have community center, and we'll go over that next meeting.
Okay, fine. Yeah, listen.
I'll make a motion to accept this check registry.
I second the motion.
There's been a motion and a second that we accept check written registry. Any other questions? Question. All in favor? Opposed without saying? 3, 4, 1 against, Angela.
Okay.
Keep on moving. All right. By the authority invested in me as mayor of Cofy City, I'm calling on the November 6th elections. November 6th election. November 6th election. You got it, Steve? We have elections on November 6th. Item number 6. For those of you who get names confused and positions confused and all that stuff, I've made it very simple. Election information. First date to sign up for the name on ballot is July the 21st. Last date to sign up for the name on ballot is August the 20th. As of August the 20th, at what time we'll cut it off, Andy? 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. As of August the 20th at 5 o'clock, if your name is not on that ballot, you will not be eligible to run for election. I'm going to try that again, just so everybody heard it. First date to sign up is July 21st. The last day to sign up is August the 20th. For those of you who plan on running, good luck. More power to you. The following places will be open for the November elections. Number 1, mayor. Don't know if I'm going to run or not. Don't worry about me. Place 5, place 1, and place 3. Mayor. Place 5, place 1, and place 3. So those 4 positions will be on the ballot.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
what are places 5, 1, and 3? What places are
The different places here on the council seat.
I'm 3, John is
He don't remember.
John-
Which one is which?
John is 5.
John's 5, you're what? I'm the mayor, mine is up. And Abishon.
We're not a district city, we're an at-large city, so all the places are voted at large. There's no districting yet in our city.
Yeah, no, he was just asking about the places.
I know.
So it'd be
but
this
I'm
seat,
just making that clear.
this seat, that seat, and this seat. How about this? Everybody except for Mrs. Dross and Mrs. Jordan will be up for election. Their election will be the following year.
Thank you.
So these are the seats that will be open.
They're 2-year terms, as a rule. Except for this year and next year.
Yeah, we got extended 6 months.
Mayor, I
Okay.
have a question about this, about the election and what have you. We passed a resolution to change the voting date from May to November. Well, within that resolution, I think at the time that we voted, we just voted to change the date. Well, after reading the resolution, passed or whatever, after reading the written part of the resolution, which we didn't have to look at the time, it speaks to the people who win the seats from that election will not take their seats until January. Normally, as a rule, the city has always let the new elected people take their place at the very next council meeting. Why are we not doing that anymore? Why did we change that? And why did we not change it back or amend that resolution to?
Well, if I remember, that's just the way it was written up. I don't think it's a definite reason. I know.
Do y'all recall
Fire
voting
chief
on
had something
that
to do with that.
particular issue?
I don't know about the particular item started in January until after the fact. I don't know what it had been prior to, so I don't really have an argument for or against it.
Well, I would, I don't know that if this is the time to do this or whatever, but I would like to make a motion for
It's not
maybe the
time.
next council meeting to have that on the agenda, to let's visit that and take a vote on it.
Put in your request, and we'll look at it.
All right.
All right. Madonna.
Hi, y'all. Okay, as all of you know, I'm Vice President of the Economic Development Committee in the big city of Cofy City. And in our last meeting, someone had made a motion that we assist Cofy City in completing the obligations that Cofy City has in order to fulfill the requirements for the community center through the state of Texas. Quick. And so anyway, the motion was made and it passed unanimously with all of us that we agreed that the economic board should assist Cofy City in completing obligations for the community center. And based on that, the reason being that we are able to do that under the guidelines of the state of Texas, if we have a facility that is being used for tourism or it's being rented out through other people other than Cofy City, then it does fall under the guidelines as being an expenditure that the EDC can take in. And I read that in the state laws, and to validate it, I also contacted Rick Perry's office to make sure that we were legit, and I was given the yes that the community center would fall under those obligations.
Well, they know you totally legit. They've already called, Austin to find out.
Right, and that's who I was talking to.
You totally legit.
Yeah, so, well, I just have to cover my fanny, so, I took that and I called Austin myself. So anyway, upon that, we voted and we passed, and the reason I bring it to the board today is if the EDC takes on a project that goes over $10,000, it needs the approval of the city council. So we're still not sure as to exact what the expense is going to be. So what we voted on was that we would go up to $25,000, depending on what it's going to cost the city to meet the obligation. If it only costs the city $10,000, we would meet them halfway and take $5,000. If it costs them $100,000, we will not crest the $25,000.
Let's don't do a us and them. We're all on the same sheet of music.
Well, I know. Well,
I know what you're saying.
no, there's a us and them, and that's what the division is. I mean, the EDC can take on projects that's under 10,000. So that's why I'm explaining so that everybody else will understand why there's some things that we don't have to bring to the city council. We have the authority to do things in small sequences, but if it goes over 10,000, we must bring it here. So that's what I'm asking tonight is for the city council to back the EDC and approve the expenditure of up to $25,000 to help finish the obligation for the community center. We feel like it's that important to the future of our community.
And I'd like to thank you and Economic Development Board. I was worried about that money board for it. And let me go a little bit further. With that 25,000 or up to 25,000, it depends on those bids that we're, those bids that we're doing. I don't feel good either. Those bids that we're doing now, we've got one right now for, I wish the fire chief was here, I want to say 47,000. And this is going to be the minimum to satisfy the state.
Everything, AC, walls.
This is the AC, heater, and the bathroom. Now, once we get that done, we'll come back in there collectively. There are several other options we have. Once we get the government or the state out of the way, we have other options. There are, like Seen, who's really known in the White House. He wants to come in and finish the total building and finance us if we need financing. He wants his mark in Cofy City, like he's known in the White House. Everybody knows in the White House, but the little pearl handle doors on the bathrooms.
Can you go on?
I emailed you.
You know what painting does? I mean, did she know what painting does?
I don't make supervise it.
You gotta have
Something
some.
got to
You
do it.
gotta have supervision. Hey, Joey, what's up? Yeah.
Angela, Angela, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Fine.
How are you doing, Miss Jordan?
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
If you subtracted the income
Crazy.
That sounded terrible.
only percent, she said.
Mrs. Rose, how are you doing?
She said, "Are you already here?" I said, "Mom."
Oh, my goodness. It feels warm in here. We have had this air, and we've had this on all day, trying to get it cooled down. It's warm though.
It's hard work to get it off because you think it's walls and corner, it takes a while.
Because just a familiar face makes you feel better. So tomorrow, they're going to do an evaluation, but we're taking it to the road office after that.
I'm gonna go speak to Al for just a
What we
minute.
want to do is
I
get
haven't seen her in a long time.
at Atrium.
Good, I said I'm gonna come say hello. I never get to say hello to you. I saw you the other day in the truck. We're going down 4217.
Anything on Copeland?
Yes.
That's where my mom.
How's your mom doing?
Nice place.
It really is a super, super. But we get all American Home Health coming in.
Did y'all have a big birthday party?
4, maybe 5 days a week for a couple of weeks.
Not this time.
We think she'll be off there.
Oh, good. Working and, you know, he was.